Welcome back, Smile Squad, to another episode of Smile Sessions, the podcast where we explore how to live healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. I'm your host, Christina Perry. And today's episode, we will dive into what toxic positivity is, why it's dangerous and hurtful, and how we can avoid it. I will also share examples, explore healthier alternatives, and explain why creating space for genuine emotions is so important in today's society. So, what exactly is toxic positivity? Toxic positivity is the belief that no matter how dire or difficult a situation is, people should maintain a positive mindset. While staying positive can be beneficial, toxic positivity takes it to an extreme, rejecting all negative emotions in favor of a cheerful facade. This can be harmful because it denies, dismisses, and invalidates people's genuine feelings, causing shame, guilt, and emotional suppression. Let's look at 3 real-life examples of toxic positivity. Imagine telling someone who just lost their job, just stay positive, something better is coming. While well-intentioned, this comment can shut down any conversation about the pain and uncertainty that they're experiencing. This comment, though meant to be encouraging, can feel dismissive. Losing a job can bring about a range of emotions, including fear, anxiety, and a sense of failure. By focusing solely on positivity, the person is ignoring the real and valid feelings of loss and uncertainty that come with job loss. This kind of response can make people feel isolated and perhaps misunderstood. They might feel pressured to hide their true feelings and put on a brave face, which could lead to emotional suppression and increased stress. Having been on the receiving end of a layoff notice in my day, I can confirm the wide range of emotions. At first, you're like, oh, well, I hated the job anyway. And then the next day you wake up and you're angry. Angry for putting your best foot forward for a company that just easily discarded me. Confirming maybe I am just a number. The stages of grief are real in any area of our life. So, what can we do instead? A more supportive approach would be to acknowledge the difficulty of the situation. You could start by saying, I'm really sorry to hear about your job loss. It must be really tough right now. How are you feeling about it? This opens up space for the person to share their emotions and for them to feel heard. My next example I feel is important to discuss, which is after losing a loved one. You might hear, everything happens for a reason. This statement, though meant to comfort, can invalidate one's grief and suggest that their pain isn't important. Grieving is a natural and necessary process, and implying that there's a reason for their loss can feel dismissive and hurtful. Such comments can prevent the grieving person from fully processing their emotions. They might feel pressured to find a silver lining or to move on quickly, which can hinder their healing process. In a scenario like this, a more empathetic response would be, I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what you're going through, but I'm here for you. This validates their pain and offers support without trying to explain or justify their loss. Even just sitting with a person can be comforting because they know they aren't alone. The third example would be feeling down. When someone is expressing sadness, someone might say, happiness is a choice. This implies that if you're not happy, it's your fault. It overlooks the complexity of emotions and various factors that can contribute to someone's sadness, such as mental health issues, life circumstances, or just personal struggles. This kind of response can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-blame. The person might feel like they're failing at being happy, which can exasperate their negative emotions and make them feel even worse. Instead, by trying a more supportive approach, by acknowledging their feelings and offering a listening ear, you could say, I'm sorry you're feeling this way. Do you want to talk about what's going on? This shows that you care and you're willing to listen without judgment. To provide more insight into this topic, Dr. Susan David, a psychologist at Harvard Medical School and author of Emotional Agility, Dr. David explains that toxic positivity can lead to emotional suppression, which is linked to increased stress and decreased well being. She emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and accepting all emotions as part of the human experience. So, how can we stop engaging in toxic positivity? Allow yourself and others to feel and express a full range of emotions. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or even frustrated. Instead of offering platitudes, offer a listening ear. Phrases like, "I'm here for you," or "that sounds really tough," can be far more supportive. Encourage realistic optimism. It's okay to hope for the best while acknowledging the challenges. Creating space for genuine emotions and being empathetic is crucial. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It means listening without judgment and validating their experiences. This approach fosters deeper connections and helps people feel seen and heard. In today's society, where social media often promotes a good vibes only culture, it's more important than ever to recognize the value of authentic emotional expression. Suppressing negative emotions can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation. By embracing all emotions, we can build emotional resilience and create a more supportive community. Thank you, Smile Squad, for joining today's session. If you enjoyed this topic, leave a like, subscribe, and share with a friend or two. Tune in next week when I dig deep on common sense reimagined, exploring positive perspectives. Until next time, keep smiling and be kind to yourself.